Darkheart, Rezidu graduates.
Hey Fab, BD Street, where it all began and where it'll most likely end, right here.
In the flesh one more time, live and direct on the motherfucking bricks. Brick Boys, last man standing, what's happening in. In order for you to know more about my music, you have to know more about me. So check this interviews out and you'll get to know.
My full government is Lavoy Antonio Wa. Wasn't nobody calling me Void until I got to Berkeley High School. Because everybody on the block, because I grew up on 2 blocks in Funktown. I grew up on the 1200 block, that's where I originally come from. The blue house on the corner, 12th Avenue, East 23rd Street. But I came of age and my shell got cracked and broken on 8th Avenue in BD Street.
And I met Boy living on 8th Ave when he was a little young bug with a big ass afro and shit. And he used to be bouncing up and down the street and shit with his little, saying his little raps and shit, and invited the little youngster over and shit to the studio. See what he could do. He said he could rap. I called him out on it, and he came up there and been rocking ever since.
I met him in 1996 at Berkeley High in math class. And then turned out we had another class together right behind math class, which was swimming class.
But for starters though, ain't too many times you can meet a nigga his birthday the same day as yours. So I don't give a fuck, nigga. You pour gasoline, nigga, in my house, nigga, shit on my carpet. We can get through it, nigga. This nigga's birthday the same day as mine. And Kobe, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my nigga, man, my nigga got the ambition, you know what I'm saying? I met him, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of just, it was different. It was just kind of totally different, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we connected and it's all good, you know what I'm saying? And my nigga got the ambition and he didn't fuck with nobody said, and he just did his thing. He's still doing it. So, you know what I'm saying?
A shout out to Dureezzo, the storyteller, you know what I'm saying? Young Darkheart graduates, you know what I'm saying? The Rezidu graduates, Darkheart Entertainment. Look out for that new Dureezzo, the storyteller album dropping soon.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You the nigga that I've always said my whole life, bro. You the kind of nigga that say, when I'm gonna go get some shit, you do what you gotta do until you go get that shit. And I respect that about you, bro.
Back to the 7P, man. Probably before it, man. Fuck with me, how you boy, you know what I'm saying? All you fuck with this track about what I do.
Basically, man, he telling the story for us, man. For people who can't tell the story. This man is the storyteller, man. He telling it for us, man. Yeah. Like, you know, the real. Yeah. Real in these Oakland streets. It's wild.
I'm fucking Dureezzo. Look my nigga up, SoundCloud.com, you know what I'm saying? And everything else. MySpace, Facebook, everything, nigga. Holla at my nigga one time, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's kind of a redundant question. You know, I was birthed into the world that is my family, and he just so happens to be my brother. I kind of just think of it as the birthday present that keeps on giving, born on the same day. But you know, we kind of just been growing up together ever since then.
But yeah, like I said, I've been rapping since 13, and like I said, that's 1995. Here we are in the 215. That's 20 years rapping. Now, as far as putting music out, I've been doing this shit a decade and a half.
Okay. What made you get into rapping? What made you get into the whole expressing yourself, let them know who this person is?
Too Short's retirement the first time around.
And I basically started rapping and writing my flows just to get some steam off my chest, cause like, you know, niggas used to do me bad back in the day, you feel me? And so it's like, man, that's like my only way of getting at them without having to actually go to blows. Or nowadays niggas understand this now. They don't understand.
I felt that Short was a very influential individual who pioneered the way as far as like putting the Bay Area on the map. And with him retiring, I figured, okay, now it's time for some young blood that's like my age. Like back then and even now, that's like my age, like in our early 30s and all that could step up to fill in the void. Do you think his music is misunderstood?
In some ways I do, but then in some ways I don't.
Explain.
In some ways I do, because a lot of people who don't know him might not try to give him a chance. They might listen to him like, oh, he got some flows, but then they don't really like listen to what he's trying to say in his music, because I've looked a lot of different music of his, and it's kind of the same, but it's not, because it's like getting newer with certain stuff that's happening in his life and everything. And some of the beats he gets is awesome.
I just don't think it's kind of hit the right place. You know, he's got to get it out there more. Someone's gonna listen to it. They're gonna like it. You just gotta keep getting it out there, keep doing what he's doing. Someone's gonna eventually pick that up. Diamond in the rough right here.
I don't think it's misunderstood if you know the person. It's a vivid picture being painted his life. You know what I'm saying? And you would have to know him to really understand the songs and shit. You know what I mean? It's real life.
My music from a decade and a half ago up until now.
Yeah, explain the differences.
There is no difference.
You don't think it is?
No, there isn't, because I mean, the first song I put out, I was on some angry, hyphy, emotional, emo type shit, you know what I'm saying? And even now, I'm still on some emo type shit, but I've calmed down a little bit, you know? I've experienced life a little differently and all that. I've traveled around, but yeah, like I said, there's no difference in my progression and all that. The content is still the same. It's just how I'm delivering it now is a little bit different. It was smoking weed, fuck pretty girls. Even if they weren't pretty, I made them feel like they were pretty. So, like I said, a lot of chicks, well, my baby mama say my standards is low. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, like I said, smoking weed, having sex with pretty girls, women who thought I was pretty, and playing video games. I mean, I could switch up the content a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I can only talk about what I know. Now, do you think in the slightest in the world, if I ever talked about killing somebody and actually, like, say I actually killed somebody and I wrote a rap about it, that's just basically telling on myself. And That's an automatic life sentence right there, life and death sentence. So
True.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now as far as fucking the bitch, I can talk about that all day, every day.
I'm a real artist, man. I'm a real middle finger. I'm a real artist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a battle MC. I don't do none of that battle shit just to get attention and to get bitches and all that other shit. I tried that. I mean, that was the old me. You know what I'm saying? I tried to rap just to get the hoes, but it didn't work like that. I found that women respected me for what I do outside this rap music, so I'ma just keep it wiggling like that and just tell a story about it. I'm not trying to brag, but y'all ain't walked 1,000 miles in my shoes. Y'all might consider me a square nigga, but respect the fact that I rap good.
Was all funded on check money, never no drug money.
Oh, okay. Okay, you talk about Darkheart. Did you come up with that, or was it a clique at one time that came up with that?
I came up with Darkheart. I came up with that after I got my heart broken for the first time. Well, not the first time, but the second time around. The first time was I was trying to get with this chick in 9th grade. She's from the city. And I liked her so much and all that, and I just wanted to see what I gotta do to, for her to be mine and all that. And she basically was like, pretty much, she gave me the Tupac thing. You're too nice. Really? She gave me the Thug Angel quote. You're too nice. That broke my heart. Like, I kicked it with her every day and all that. Like, I mean, she was one of many girls who I had crushes on in high school. But once she did that, on to the next. Fucking. What can you do?
True.
And then, once I did get into a relationship with someone who was well known, and that's how, pretty much this girl is how I got known. I mean, a few people knew me, but the whole school didn't know me. As soon as I link up with this chick, everybody and their mama wanna act like they know me now.
Wow.
I hate to put it like that, but it's the truth.
Wow.
And we were rocking for a cool little minute and all that. But I graduated early and wouldn't spend no time with her because I was out there trying to get my money and all that and this, that, and the third. So I could make sure that prom night was strictly legit. That's a quote from one of my old songs. And apparently she wasn't satisfied with that. And that's the one thing that fucks me up about women. Y'all hoes is a trip. I hate to say it like that, but y'all hoes is a trip. So
okay.
That's how Darkheart came into fruition. Basically, it's obvious you have history with this dude, so what would be your best moment that you could think of off the top of your head that you have like sharing with him, like whether it's in the studio or just on some random hanging out type thing or just something off the cuff? What would you think of offhand?
Hopping on bar with a fucking keyboard, going to San Francisco to go record in the studio. That's that right there was the moment, like, when you know somebody is really real. You know what I mean? Like, we was on board to a studio to go record a paid studio session. Money was being dropped, you know what I mean? So I think that's probably the most memorable. I mean, it's a lot of them and shit.
Best moment is swimming class for one. Cause he had jokes. Yeah, he had jokes once he got comfortable. And then after we got out of high school, we used to kick it. And he used to have little pranksters. Boy, Dureezzo had pranksters. Yes, he can be comical when he wants to be.
I would have to say, when he asked me to help him for the first time in one of his music videos, be the cameraman, the man behind the camera, gave me a taste of what it was like. It was cool, I enjoyed it. And, you know, he's been coming to help me. He's been coming to ask me for help on a few of his other projects. It's nice.
Then we got this damn shit going. Let me show you with my boy Dureezzo. They on these motherfucking shit. They bump these shit. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, I first see him like, this nigga is tall with a perm. I understand that though. But I got to met the nigga like, he ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He got an ambition. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do his thing, no matter what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? And we got to grow. You know what I'm saying? Find out we got the same birthday. With to the day, like motherfucker, like y'all nice nigga, like it don't matter.
My shit right now was a knot, nigga. Took my 15s, I was hella mad though. Hey, for real, nigga, for real. I used to stay right there on East 18th and right around the corner from the Purple store. Niggas don't even go to that store. Yeah, niggas don't go to that store, the black owned store. Yeah, niggas don't fuck with that because they charge too much. You go right around the corner to the Arabs right there, with a little wah ad right there, nigga, get from Muhammad and get the love. This nigga wanna charge you, nigga, like $2 extra for everything, but you don't get the fuck up out of here. Oh, they don't? Okay, well shit, fuck them. They didn't deserve it. Oh, this nigga telling. I'm gonna bring him up so he can do his motherfucking thing. Okay, they didn't say the name though. We gonna keep this shit lit, bro. Say it one more time, cause I'm hot in the motherfucker. Say your name. Boy Dureezzo. Ladies and gentlemen from Oakland, California, please show some love for Boy Dureezzo, y'all. Oakland, California! Tell me how you feel! Man, that's some bullshit. I'm gonna do better than that. Hold on. I know that Richmond up in here, so let me know where y'all at one more time. That's what I'm talking about. Fucks with the big shout out to my nigga Gunji, man. Hey, Berkeley up in here or something, man? What's that? No Berkeley, huh? No B-Town, huh? Okay. Alright. Where East Palo Alto at? Right here. I see you now. Only one from EPA? That's fucked up.
I represent by myself.
Okay. Alright, but one more time. Oakland, California. Tell me how you feel. Alright, I accept that. I'm gonna go ahead and run through this shit dumbass quick, man. Y'all check me out. DJ, go ahead and spin that shit. Yeah. Darkheart, Rezidu graduates. We in this Boyz 21st century shit. My name is Boyz Dureezzo. Shout out to Trump presentation. It's been 10 years since my debut, so now I guess it's time to give it up something new. Never lost a step, even though I had setbacks. Where I'm at now, seems like I'm on the right track. Making moves that I should have made. It was all learning experience, now I'm on the new page. And I'm still not stopping for no one. Even for my chick or the rest of my loved ones, my time is coming. So go with it in the world, so just don't want to back it down. And yes, it's still smoking like chalk. Ambition is still strong, still on the hype and go all night long. Like I'm the rich, sipping from down tipsy. Record on the mic to the whole boys in the tipsy. Hands full of fun, they don't feel me no more. Step out the box before it's Sandy Marty Tamro.
To be honest, that's been my MO. To break out the map and see where I'm about to go.
To reach new heights and share what I've learned with my folks. So when they hit us, we'll be riding on blades and hundred spokes.
Pimpin', I ain't new to this, I'm shooting this.
Cereal, I'm with why I'm doing this.
Listen, pimpin', I ain't new to this, I'm shooting this.
Cereal, I'm with why I'm doing this. I dedicated half my life to this music. Blessed with the talent, so that's I'm gonna use it. Most people say that I can't do it, so it's because they gotta prove it. I got my mama to thank, my late grand to thank, the white guys and my niggas now I'm federal way. I'm a Darkheart Rezidu graduate. I'm a Darkheart Rezidu graduate.
What is one of your favorites of his songs that you produced? Let's throw that in.
I don't know, I can't really say. I would say the best one to me would be the one that was recorded at Seth's house. The first real one that was actually laid and mixed and yeah. And I can't even think of the name of it and shit, but nevertheless, that's the first real song. Stepping out of what we was doing in our house with a little 4-track and cassette tapes and fucking burning CDs and shit, you know what I mean? Just going to really have a mic booth to flow out of, you know what I mean? And somebody to really record that shit on the computer and mix it and have us walk out with a clean copy. That was the shit. That's the shit right there.
Alright, okay. Take us to that day. You know, you mentioned on Bart with a keyboard. Apparently the struggle was real then and all that. Like, run down this play-by-play of like how that whole day transpired from the moment y'all left the block to the time you got to San Francisco to record the song, even getting the take-home work. You know, like, what was your feelings throughout that whole time, throughout that whole moment?
I don't know, shit. It was shit what we did. You know what I mean? Like, I had already been. I was used to traveling with the keyboard to go record and shit. So, you know, another studio session, but it was just doing it with a person on their first time, going around and, you know what I'm saying, being able to just sit there and fuck with somebody who respects your feedback and respect the advice that you're giving them in the while they in the booth. Nah, do it like this, you know what I'm saying? Do it that way it sounds cool, and mix it this way and cut that out and add this, and you know what I mean? And just coming out with a dope product is, when you're doing it with somebody and it's their first time, it's like you reliving your first time. And I was a producer, you know what I mean, more than I was a rapper. And so just having my first time do somebody else's first time over and over again just always was a thrill for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I had my little daughter with me too. And he had his brother, if I ain't mistaken, you know what I'm saying? So not only did we have a keyboard, we got kids with us and shit. To go into the studio, sit y'all little asses down and be quiet while we record, while we get this song done. Like, that's just, it go that far back, you know what I'm saying? And that's like the beginning, you know what I'm saying? To the beginning of, all right, no more games. This is some real, like, doing it type shit, you know what I mean? Because niggas would always just sit up on the block and drink and smoke and rap and or hang out in the studio and rap, and you know, that was everyday life for us, you know what I mean? That's kind of like the dopest shit that you could really offer some youngsters and shit, rather than seeing them on the streets grinding, doing stupid shit, going to jail. Nigga, you into music, you got a little studio up in your house and these little youngsters hanging out outside, and you give them that venue to express themselves, and you know what I'm saying? So the click form like that has been rocking ever since, and Void the last man standing that's really still doing it, you know what I mean?
My main favorite song is recent. is the Virgin comeback. For one, he shouted out my brother. He shouted out D Magic in his thing. Only he didn't say D Magic at that time. He said his name to Nevin. And that's one of my favorite songs. And I do like Reckless Lifestyle. I don't know if y'all heard it yet, but y'all got to hear it. That's pretty good or whatever. And some of his older ones, like Tired of the Bullshit and If the Streets Don't Feel Me, those are some good ones.
First and foremost, let's get this out there. Different concepts with some good shit. Monsters with some good shit. Cause we're monsters. My daily routine. I mean, it's all some good shit, man. It's all some good shit, but those were the ones that kind of really stuck out.
Load up another one for y'all real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, let them know, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike Mappy, man, let them know where they can get at you at, man.
Coming up next on the scene is Dureezzo, exclusive, in the making.
I see you broke out the old Hypothermia CD. You want to explain to people what's going on with this?
Yeah. This right here, this project right here was the first project I debuted on back in 2001. I said this on plenty enough projects and plenty enough interviews that I've done, but I haven't really done any serious interviews with anybody because no one has actually reached out and touched to me. But you know what I mean? But at the same time, Hypothermia, the coldest level of MCing, is by a cat named Jafar, aka Chicago. What's up? And on here, you will see in the credit, Monsters, you will see Al Durandal. That's my former moniker, Al Durandal, the storyteller. Slim Vidal, that's Freddie B. And Jafar, you feel me? And that's not the only song on this album that we own. We are also on, Freddie B is on It's Your Life. And I'm on Gunfire, you know, doing background vocals and all that. But yeah, this is basically the album that came out 11 years ago, you know. And the guy who produced it all is a Frisco cat, go by the name of Sets. You know what I'm saying? He's known as Polly Ollie now, but at the same time, me and this dude right here, we met around the fucking corner at the laundromat on Park Boulevard, not far from Dave's Liquor Store. You from the funk, you know where that's at.
For the camera, bruh. Chicago, say something for the camera.
What's up, man? This Chi-Town Live right here, boy. I'm trying to tell y'all what's up. El Dureezzo, Hypothermia, the verbal epidemic part 2 is coming to you. Shout out to my nigga Dirty Rice. You know, the whole squad, we on.
Alright, that shit, nigga. I was about to bring it back with the part 2, nigga. You feel me? I was about to bring it back, my nigga.
Over here, right here, man.
Yo,
Chuck, come on. What's up?
What's up, bro?
You know I do restaurant finesse at the whole Dureezzo, man. I sit back and relax.
I heard that. What's up, man?
I'm just chilling, man.
This the trying to get there, though.
Fat Mac and ENT sponsored boxer, nigga. Knock your ass out, nigga, with a Fat Mac and right on his thumb. Middle finger. Oh, and it's your birthday. Hey, nigga, we
Happy birthday, that's what I'm talking about.
Happy birthday, man. In the camera, knock niggas out.
Yeah, they went on. They went on like an hour ago. Nigga, the stone there, nigga, you might better hit that for that close.
Hey, that's a bad motherfucker right there. Don't pay for nothing.
Nigga, don't go to the town and I know I can jug at, nigga. Okay, well, shit, go ahead and get your jug. What's up, sweetheart?
One time, though.
I had to get everybody. I had to get everybody on here, man. So, you know what I mean?
Everything's here in this.
Boy, Dureezzo, man, live and direct. We out, man. You know what I'm saying? Live and direct. Got OG with me.
Yeah, OG, strip it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Put me on film, man.
It's Boy Dureezzo, Vizzle 9mm. Jimmy Productions, I got you. Check this out. It's been 10 years since my debut, so now I guess it's time to give the public something new. Never lost a step even though I had setbacks, but where I'm at now it seems like I'm on the right track, making moves that I should have made. It was all learning experience, now I'm on the new page, and I'm still not stopping for no one, even for my chick or the rest of my loved ones. My time has come, and if you roll with it then the door's open, just don't mind the black and mouths. And yes, I'm still smoking like Cheech and Chong, ambition is still strong, still on the hype to go all night long. Like Lionel Richie, sipping brew till I'm tipsy, rapping on the mic to the homeboys in the ditzy ass motherfuckers that don't feel me no more. To step out the box, I'm going Sandy Marty dead broke. To be honest, that's been my MO, to break out the map and see where I'm about to go, to reach new heights and share what I've learned with my folks, so when they hear this we'll be riding on blades and 100 spokes. Yeah, let me hear that.
I'm rocking, I'm healthy and all that, and after my son was born, you know what I mean, I went back into the studio and put the finishing touches on the 94606 album. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but at the same time I couldn't sit on it no more. You know what I'm saying? If I sit on songs more than 2 years, then I'm not gonna put it out. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just come anew with some brand new shit and then, you know, just appease to the public that way. But, you know, like I said, Characters Welcome, 94606 is available now.
You're not aware of the music that he had put out nearly a decade and a half ago, or?
I'm aware of it, but I wasn't into it like I am now. I knew he was doing music and everything, but I really just started listening to it more because I'm like, all my other friends are doing something different, and I'm trying to, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt and see what they're doing and everything. And so I was like, well, I known him for so long, Boy Dureezzo, and I mean, I know he's passionate about music and about just doing something different with his life.
What are your thoughts of his music, and break it down?
A lot of people say this, but I can for sure say this. I have been there since day motherfucking one. I've seen this nigga progress into the man he is today, and I have to say he's come a long way, and there ain't no stopping. It's gonna keep going. He's gonna keep getting better. He's gonna keep getting better. He's gonna keep pushing that music out because it's in his blood. It's what he likes to do.
What's the premise behind Rezidu?
Rezidu, like, it started out well. Me, Mike, LeGrand, it really started with just me buying beat equipment and shit, just making beats, and then they was fascinated with the beat making. They started making beats, and I don't know where the name came from. I think Mike actually gave us the Rezidu name. I believe so. I'm gonna give Mike Maverick the credit. for the Rezidu name, and I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? We had two ways to spell it: R-E-S-D-U-E. I mean I-D-U-E or R-E-Z-I-D-U. And when we put the S in it, Dre used to tag it like that, letter 10. He was part of the Rezidu. And then he gave Rezidu the actual acronym off a show that me and JP went to go do in Fremont with Money B, these Mexican rap group out of Frisco and shit. I want to say lighter shade of brown, but it ain't. 11-5, somebody else and shit out in Fremont. And the acronym for Rezidu is ripping every show I do. And we stuck with that shit, you know what I'm saying? I went and got that shit tatted on my back and shit. And it's more, Rezidu is more like, it's that family bond through music. So if you're in the Rezidu clique, that's a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? It's different from the Brick Boys, you know what I'm saying? The Rezidu, that's a brotherhood. I ain't gotta see you for 2 years, but then when I do see you, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's brotherhood. You invited into my house no matter where I stay. You know what I'm saying? You go through that up and down, but that true friendship, that solid ass connection, that's what Rezidu is. It's the last of real. To me, you know what I'm saying? Something built from the foundation. That's what it is.
So how do you feel about the division of that called the Darkheart Rezidu Graduates? What is your opinion on that? That's something that I believe the artist boy Dureezzo had started around early 2009 or 2010 or something like that. What is your input on that?
That's dope, because that's his identity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta branch out. We ain't never gonna be no haters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Every man is his own individual. Like I said, I was a beat maker. And so you're talking about a person who's a rapper, whose aspiration is to be an entrepreneur and full control of his own dream and destiny as he sees fit for music and entertainment. So, you know, but you gotta grow up sometime. That's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying?
Now it wasn't my intent to try to blast y'all niggas. We may be spread out, but I still love y'all niggas. Last man standing on the bricks, believe that boy. Anyone take offense, holla at LaVoy. Always kept it real with the stories that I told. Flow hella clean like my shot can soul. With a simple fact, I love hate that music. Rice brought it back, me and Freddie introduced it. It ain't nothing like hate that music. It ain't nothing like hate that music. It ain't nothing like hate that music. It ain't nothing like hate that music.